Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. We got a video today from Sigma Traits.
No man wants you after a certain age.
True.
And that it's a new 18-year-old on the street every day. They keep telling you, but as women, you keep rejecting it because you're so desperate for their validation.
It's just so funny when this woman used to be a woman, now she's a lesbian. She talked the exact same shit that she used to talk, that all the other women talked about men and how women were just so wonderful. Now she's been a lesbian for a while. Sounds like a man.
Tell them that they're wrong. Then you try to tell other women that they don't know what they're talking about. It's just their man, not your man. Don't get us wrong. No man wants to be publicly humiliated and busted by his wife and family.
What person wants to be publicly humiliated by anybody?
But they don't worry about those things until it's too late.
They're not looking for 30-year-old women. They're looking for women at least 10 years younger than them. Somebody who does not have all the emotional baggage, just doesn't have all the, call it mileage, just call it years. They don't have all that. Looking for somebody who is younger, less experienced, and somebody who can follow a lot better. That's what these guys are looking for.
And women always seem to say, oh, you want someone to control. Does that sound like control? We just want easier communication. It says like easier to deal with means that we don't have to constantly argue and bicker over about the way you want things. You're a lot more willing to go with the way I want things, and not saying everything I want is correct or everything you want is incorrect. It's just they're willing to do things. They're willing to go along with things. Most women nowadays that are in their 30s aren't willing to go along with literally anything. Anything a man wants to plan, do, oh, he has to do exponentially better than what he planned because she's strong and independent, don't need no man.
Younger women equals less mileage, less drama, more femininity. Older women equals arguments, trauma, and the constant need to prove they don't need a man.
True.
Men know a 30-something woman usually comes with years of baggage, emotional scars, stubborn habits, and walls so high no man can climb.
It's those stubborn habits that don't ever change, right? If they were never going to be wife material, when they hit 30, 35, all of a sudden they didn't just acquire those skills.
Why would he sign up for that when he could be with a younger woman who's lighter, fresher, and actually open to learning and growing with him?
I'm 33 and I'm embarrassed to admit that. I've given my body away more times than I've been given flowers.
Damn.
Day 40 at Best Health 365, the year I'm becoming my happiest, healthiest, and wealthiest self. And I've never been more scared to hit post in my life. But I also know I can't be the only woman that feels this way. Because there's been times that I've said yes when I've wanted to say no. Not because I didn't know, but because I didn't want the look of disappointment. I didn't want the conflict. And I didn't want to feel like I had led someone on or let someone down. So I betrayed myself instead. And the last time it happened, I just laid there in the dark with tears starting to pour out of my eyes because it felt like my body was saying the words my mouth couldn't speak. And that was the moment I realized something had to change because the woman I'm becoming isn't afraid to say no. She doesn't shrink, bend, or perform to be chosen and knows that the right man won't need her to. And she also understands that this is what becoming feels like. Incredibly uncomfortable, but honest.
What we about to go do? Find you a nigga. Find me a nigga.
They'll make a mess out of their lives and expect a man to come clean them up.
And it sucks because men that messed up the exact same way they did literally get nothing. They don't get saved. They don't even get a chance. Right? Men that can't figure it out at their 30s, in their 30s, that are still flailing and, broke, dusty, musty, crusties, they don't get to be saved like these dusty, musty, crusty women do. Right? They still can be saved by some random simp.
Nope.
Have you noticed that men, we don't hate bouncy, fuckable 25-year-olds? We don't hate grandma, they hate middle-aged women. Is it because you're kind of confused because on the one hand, we remind you of your mother and you hate your mother, so you don't want to fuck your mother, and it's kind of some...
I mean, I love my mother, but yes, I don't want to fuck my mother. Like, Why would you bring that up?
Oedipus complex that you're trying to get over? Or is it because we're not easily manipulated anymore and we're harder to please because you have to be accountable for your actions and shit?
And then you become dumb again when you're older, or what? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
She hops online to vent, mask the pain with pseudo-psychology, and blame men for her emptiness. Deep down, she knows the truth. If she really had the love, admiration, and security she claims not to need, she wouldn't be here rationalizing her loneliness.
Cope.
This is what happens when validation runs dry. Bitterness spills out.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, ho. Nigga looking for nigga don't want no burnout. Them whole nigga, man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga, she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout. That's why you see Jamie Foxx with a 22-year-old. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather with a 21-year-old. Niggas is looking for a turnout. Not a burnout. Many whole burnout, nigga, at 28.
Again, and you only get to have that kind of access if you become a man of means, right? It's not like you're 35 years old and you have a regular job and just any 20-year-olds are just gonna fall into your lap. No, you gotta go out there and work hard and still look good. If you guys go to the gym, maintain your body, and make decent money in your 30s, you're literally the golden bachelor.
29, 30, and they done had fun from 17 to then. Nigga, they burn out. That's a high mileage vehicle. Nigga, that motherfucker
paint's chipping everywhere.
Transmission finna go out soon, and you gonna have to get a new transmission. So, nigga, a new transmission costs damn near what a new car costs. So, nigga, go get you a new car. Hey, go get your turnout. Yeah, nigga, fuck them burnouts, nigga. Man, them burnouts just good for a moment. See, them burnout, hole like that is just good for 1 or 2, 3 fucks. Every woman before this generation knew that and understood that. True. So that's why a lot of hoes sitting around fat, out of shape, unhealthy.
Even 25 is pushing it nowadays. Most modern women know their peak is 18 to 22, which is exactly why so many of them rush to OnlyFans the second they turn 18. They're trying to cash in on that short window where men actually desire them the most. By the time they're 25, they're already competing with younger girls, and it's downhill from there.
Yep. And that's the thing, right? Older men are not really competing with younger men. Younger men have something that we don't have, youth. They have youth, right? They have trajectory and youth. Us older men already have stability and not youth. Experience, I guess is what we would call it.
That's why so many are desperate for attention online. Deep down, they know the clock is ticking, and youth is their only currency.
Yeah, youth is not men's only currency, but when we're young, we do have it.
I think men don't prefer older women, and I think they don't prefer career women. And a lot of times these women end up single, childless, and alone because feminism told them that that was going to get them the results that they wanted, and it doesn't.
There's a reason, women can carry children and men can't. So that instantly allows man to have different goals in terms of the workforce than women.
Oh, I think feminism lies to women. So I think they tell you to chase the bag, follow your career, and someone is still going to want you at the end of it.
People keep trying to outthink biology. It doesn't work that way.
To me, feminism just seemed like an affluent white woman problem. I was like, what are the complaints?
It really is an affluent white woman problem. Like, you were a stay-at-home mother that didn't have anything to do, so you had to cause chaos.
What really don't we have in the West? I served in the United States Army. They let me do that, so I just don't see it.
Increasingly, you see women that go for it in terms of their career, and then it's too late. And then they realize, wow, this job is not making me happy, but my gosh, can I just tell you as a new mom what you feel like when your son smiles at you?
I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years.
I just love how people always love to nitpick the grammatical errors when the statement is totally true, right? Like, I have grammatical errors constantly. People correct my grammatical errors all the time. I don't hate on it. I actually appreciate it because I have bad grammar. Thank you for correcting me. I'll try to adjust next time and remember.
Years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on this
you look old
subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country, whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
This is a perfect example of...
Women actually have a bigger problem with pluralizing woman than men do, at least from what we could tell from the Whatever podcast and a whole bunch of other podcasts of women talking about themselves.
Bitterness disguised as confidence. A truly content woman wouldn't take some random dude's troll comment and build an entire video around it just to prove her worth. That's exactly what insecurity looks like. Notice how she had to dig up old photos, compare herself at 22 versus 32, and try to convince strangers on the internet that she still looks good.
And the internet doesn't lie. You definitely looked better when you were younger.
A 22-year-old wouldn't even bother. She knows she's desired. She doesn't need to argue or prove it. The fact that this woman took time out of her day to fight back at a faceless troll shows she's not at peace.
I hate to bring this back to what I said before, but this is why men in general prefer younger women. Like older women tend to be stuck in their ways. I'm right, you're wrong, even in the face of fact, etc. And not to pick on you or anything, but a lot of older women will sit there and argue with you about things. And, well, my worldview is this because I forged it through my 30, 40 years of my experiences. But what women don't understand is that your experience is limited to your experience. And I'll be honest, women live life on easy mode a lot of the times. So you don't necessarily see the world for how it really is. Men have to see the world for what it really is because men live a much more difficult life than women do. We don't have the same privileges and opportunities and situations given to us by our gender. Men have to go out there and get out the mud for real. I'm not saying that you didn't work hard in your life, but you would not have had the same opportunities and certain things presented to you if you were a male.
This is precisely why men gravitate toward younger women, not just because of looks, but because younger women aren't yet hardened, jaded, and stuck in their own truth that's really just limited experience disguised as wisdom. Older women love to argue from a place of personal anecdotes.
They do. They're like, oh, but I always see all of my friends, they're all so hot and all this. No, they're not. Your personal anecdote of all your friends being hot, single, and, childless or whatever is their fault because they're idiots for not, choosing the right path.
My life taught me this, but they forget their hardships were softened by the fact that society cushions women. Men don't get that luxury. Men get reality raw and unfiltered. Rejection, failure.
You know how many women I know that have had DUIs and kind of got away with like a misdemeanor instead of an actual DUI on their record? Tremendous amounts of women. Like, you know how many guys that I know that were able to get away from the DUI? 2. And they paid massive amounts of money to lawyers to be able to get those DUIs kind of turned down into misdemeanors. These women, they just went to court and they're just like, it's okay. It's your first time. It's like,
responsibility, competition, and zero safety nets unless they build them.
It doesn't matter how old you get. It never hurts less. So, a little update. I've been talking to the guy since early May, over 2 months, and we had a few dates, and I thought it went really well. We have everything in common. He texts.
That is one thing about us and dates. Both men and women. They always seem to think it ended up really well. It did really awesome. It was an awesome date. But the other person never hardly ever feels the same way, do they?
Me all day, every day. Same shared values, same life goals, same interests, really good banter. And he told me that I was smart and funny and
it's like, do you think we're gonna tell people that you're dumb and unfunny? Like, we usually say these things to most people. I mean, it's game, right? I hate to say it, this is why I don't like game. It's like, oh yeah, you're so smart. Yes, because every single woman I've ever dated were just so damn smart.
Told me that I was beautiful, which is the first time it's ever happened in my whole life.
Damn.
And we went on a few dates, and then we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of
Activity?
physical activity.
Correct.
And I guess he's been trying to convince himself to find me attractive because I had such a good personality. And I told him that I didn't think that he should have to convince himself to find me attractive, and that I'm happy with my body and it's okay if other people aren't. And it's really hard.
I mean, you could be happy with yourself all you want, but if you want somebody else to love you, it matters what they think.
I know it's the right thing, and I do believe that. It just is never easier. When you're dating and you're plus sized, it never really gets easier.
Then fix it. You can fix this. You can fix your plus sizedness.
And I'm sharing this because I, of course, turned to my girlfriends, but I forgot for a minute that they're all very beautiful and thin, and they've never had guys on the internet or just in life to their face tell them that they were ugly before. And so I know that there's a lot of other people like me on TikTok because I've seen a lot of you. And
again, it always feels like these videos just misery loves company. I'm ugly and fat. Is anybody else ugly and fat and is sad about it? Because let's cry together.
It's okay if it hurts. And you're not alone. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia. And
it's literally attraction. It has nothing to do with being scared of fat people or not wanting to be with fat people. I'm just not attracted to you. He told you the truth. And now it's all of a sudden he's hates fat people or scared of fat people. Stop it.
Just because large people are calling each other beautiful doesn't mean it's suddenly reality. Maybe he really liked her personality and saw the potential that if she lost weight, he'd commit to her.
Correct.
So there was her shot at not being single. But of course, she wants a man to accept her at her worst, while for sure she probably wouldn't accept an average guy. But why is she complaining? Feminists claim all the time they don't owe men a certain response. The guy let her down easy.
Mm-hmm.
Most females...
He didn't say you were ugly. You said that yourself. He just said he wants to be attracted to you, but it's hard.
Have no problem trying to embarrass a guy they think isn't good enough for them. They'll even post his low point on social media and
again, like, it's not like the guy went online and posted this about some girl. Like, oh yeah, like I was dating a torta. I would have committed to this torta, but she just wouldn't lose weight. No, we're not making videos of this. You're making videos of this, of yourself talking about yourself. Like taking huge L's.
Call him thirsty or dusty.
Women just think because they exist, they deserve love. They deserve great treatment. They deserve the same thing as everybody else. No. People earn what they got in life. People made choices to get what they got in life. People also fucked up to get what they got in life. Right? People deserve what they have because that's the effort they usually put in. Majority of the damn time. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.